This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Caitlyn Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
The Jason Walker Show, broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Here's Jason Walker.
Hey, what up? Happy Tuesday. Jason Walker Show. We are presented by Capital Collision Center. Montana state law says it is your vehicle, it is your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. Big show in the Major Mortgage Man Cave today. We are talking hoops with Brandon Day, Helena High boys coach. We are talking hoops with Capital girls coach Katie Garcin-Forba. And we're going to talk with Shelby Rasmussen, the great Montana State Bobcat rodeo athlete, also doing a lot of TV work. She's fantastic. So we'll talk to Shelby coming up about breakaway finals and Vegas circuit finals coming up as well, and a whole lot more. Jason Walker Show opening segment is brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes. They have 3 divisions for you, including 3 distinct. And bless me, not COVID. 3 distinct divisions. You can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. The milled log packages, logs of a consistent diameter, and offer great versatility, beauty, and strength. Contrast that with the handcraft division, each log individually crafted together to create your walls, trusses, and all the extra details in that type of construction. Also, timber frame construction and accents. Montana Custom Log Homes. Check them out at yourcustomlog.com. All right, so getting some good feedback from yesterday's conversation with with Ryan Featherston. He's a Grizz. I root for the Cats. Like, it's just fun, and Bobcats in the semifinals this weekend, and it's sold out, by the way, completely sold out. Early today, like it didn't take long once ticket sales went on Sunday. Anyway, but he's not rooting for the Cats, and nor should he. I wouldn't root for the Grizz if they were playing. Like, it's just, I'll pick them to win certain games and predictions. Doesn't mean I'm rooting for them. But you can weigh in. We can continue this discussion. 209-1267. You can also Twitter handle us at JWalkerSports. And you can also get a hold of us, 406-209-1267, like I said. All right. You can watch the show on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, and so much more. Before we get to our first guest, some great awards coming out for the Montana Coaches Association Fall Coaches of the Year. We'll start Michael Ryder, Freud Medicine Lake, the 6-man football Coach of the Year, Nita Foster, Billings Central, Iona Stuckey of Huntley, volleyball winners, Courtney Lind of Red Lodge, cross country, Jim O'Neill of Laurel for boys and girls golf, Marcus Strange of West for girls golf. Girls soccer, West High's Rob Zimmerman and Tom Mack of Laurel. Other coaches, Dane Oliver, Sentinel, Bryce Carver, Hamilton, Pat Deshane, Florence, Jared Cascella, Thompson Falls for football, Patrick Hiller, CMR, Hannah Van Dyke, Manhattan Christian in volleyball, Anders Brooker for Hellgate boys and girls, James Peacock, Columbia Falls, Mark Albert Hamilton, Tara Forsberg, Three Forks, Nate Tesla, Manhattan Christian boys and girls for cross country, all of those coaches. Gallatin's Matt Clark for golf, Jay Anderson of Hellgate, O'Brien Bird, Columbia Falls for boys soccer. So congratulations to all of those great fall coaches. And basically, if you win the state championship, you get to be the coach of the year. That's how it works. Cameron Parker, we'll talk about this briefly. Transfer for the Grizz. Set a Montana men's basketball record, a Big Sky Conference record with 20 assists in a game last night. He had 24 assists, which is an NCAA Division I men's basketball record when he was at Sacred Heart against D3 Pine Manor. Last night, 20 assists against Southwestern Assembly of God University, American Indian College. 118-49, the victory for the Grizz. Just a blowout. The game was added after the UNC Wilmington cancellations from the Zootown Classic in Thanksgiving weekend. So, look, you didn't have to have the game. You just played another, terrible team the other night. Yellowstone Christian on Friday. Grizz won that one as well. And also Dickinson State they played from the NAI. Tough schedule over there. Look, I know they went to Oregon. But, the Grizz are 8-4, 7-0 at home. But we got to stop these games, right? Cats, Grizz, you can't be playing teams like this that you're going to blow out by a lot. Parker was the Big Sky Conference Player of the Week last week. He had a triple-double against Yellowstone Christian, 14 assists, 11 rebounds, and 10 points. They also beat Air Force last Wednesday. And had 39 assists last week and then 20 last night. So, congratulations. So he's got 2 assist records, 2 of the most assists in Division I men's basketball in history against lower division teams. It's impressive. I'm not going to take away from that. But let's do it against actual same opponents, same league, same divisions. Carroll did this a couple years ago too. They beat who's the team from St. Lebre, or Pablo. They beat that team. Team had 5 kids. Carroll set an all-time record. For points scored, 156. It was just not a fun game to call. I can't remember who it was, but put up 30 or 40-some points, just 2 away from the school record. So you feel bad for these teams now. These teams are just trying to get games. So they're willing to take the money and take the beating. Get $1,500, couple $1,000, just get basically piss pounded. That's what it amounts to. But anyway. All right. Speaking of basketball and quality opponents, the Capital Girls and Helena High Boys started the season last weekend with wins. And joining us now to talk about, some won, some lost. Now to talk about his team's loss. Helena High Boys fell 62-42 to Bozeman on the road. Brandon Day, the Helena High coach, joins us now here on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All right, Coach, it's been a while since we chatted, but you got the season started. How's everything going in Brandon Day's world right now?
Well, crazy as always, but things are going well. I can't complain too much.
Which is always a good thing, because I don't think people listen if you complain, right?
That's right. Well,
I don't know. I complain a lot, and people listen to the show. Anyway, you got your first game out, the 10-day practice, because everybody in the AA wanted more time off between fall and winter sports, which I think is a fantastic idea. But take me through your first game and your feelings after that one, or after it.
Well, it was a quick turnaround. There's no doubt about that. With that 10-day, you got 3-day tryout. Get as much in as you can in 7 days, especially with I have quite a few young players this year, quite a bit of change. So, it went by quick. That Bozeman game, first half went really well. I think that Bozeman's a very solid team. They've can tell they've spent a lot of time in the gym, and I think they've played together for a while now. And it showed. They got up down the court well. Shoot, if we would have just taken care of the ball a little better, it probably would have been a little different outcome. But we had, I think it was 26-9 turnovers. So that's something that we obviously need to clean up. But, it also didn't help that Caden didn't play in the second half. He wasn't feeling well in that second half. So, missing a huge part of our offense, took us out of our game and some of the flow. And, we had 11, I think, in the first half. But, no, it was a fun game. I liked the energy the boys had, especially in that first half. They defensively did a pretty good job of talking and doing things that we haven't had an opportunity to work on. We've been just trying to get some kind of offense in. So, the defensive end is just, really what they have had in the past and, just the toughness that they have. So with hopefully a little bit of work, we can clean some things up and play a little bit better this weekend.
There's no more Hughes boys after tie, is there?
Say that again, Jason.
Are there any more Hughes boys after tie? Or
yes.
Is there more?
Oh, after.
Or is he the last?
I think there might be another one.
Oh, man.
But I'm trying to remember.
It's never ending. It's never ending.
I know.
You just have those families that are like that.
Yeah, and he had a good game, obviously, and he's a solid player. So, no, and a little different year where you're doing work, or as he goes through the season, he'll obviously face different challenges once teams are scouting and that kind of stuff more. But it was a fun game to play, and it's fun to see those guys, that Bozeman crew. Over last year, we didn't get that opportunity.
Right. Brandon Day, our guest here, Helena High Boys basketball coach, Mike Miller, State Farm Hotline. Everybody, we've thought about this. It's great for the kids to have fans in the stands and coaches and everybody, but it's cool to have those fans back because the student body had 2 years to wait before they could go to games again. So what was the energy like?
Oh, it was great. I mean, it was, being in Bozeman, they had a pretty good little crowd, for a first game. And it was kind of funny because, Tevin Wetzel, the freshman that I had, he was in the game, and he was sitting right up against that crowd, and I was trying to call out a play, and he was just looking blank stare at me. And we got fouled or something. He came, I called him over. I'm like, why aren't you running the offense? And he's like, I have no idea what you're saying. He's like, I can't hear a thing. So it's different. The kids haven't had, especially a freshman who didn't even have any real basketball, in the last year. And so it's an awesome change. It's nice to have it back. I'm hoping that, we can get a crowd on Friday and get it, get them cheering for us instead of yelling at the boys. But no, it's nice to have people back in the stands. Plus the other thing is I was actually my throat was kind of sore from yelling.
Yeah, you had to get louder again.
Yeah, I actually had to. Where last year, they could hear everything. They could almost hear too much.
Right.
So,
right.
And also a pleasure. I'm excited for the season. I'm excited for the boys and their energy, and hopefully we can make some things happen.
That's one thing too is people forget about. I didn't even think about with coaches, but for 18 months or almost whatever, the music singers had to, they had to get their voices back after being off for so long. So yeah, you had to, you should have went and practiced in the garage or something and just.
Oh yeah, it's I've noticed a huge difference. I'm hoarse after one practice. So no, it's definitely getting used to working. I'm not a very loud person anyway. So that's why Jason has to repeat half the things that I yell out just to try to make sure everybody hears what I'm saying.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, home games this week. You got West and Senior coming to town. Two pretty good basketball teams. What do you expect?
Well, from what I've seen on film already, they're going to press and throw a couple different defenses at you. They like to get up and down the court. Both very athletic teams, and they're scrappy. So both of them will be a battle. Obviously West has some athletes with their football season, and Seniors kind of they kind of surprised me a little bit, but I think they got some kids that moved in. But they had a good weekend this last weekend too. So it'll be a tough weekend. There's no doubt we had a tough draw this preseason, starting with Bozeman and these two Billings schools.
Yeah, no question about it. At least you got them at home though, right?
Yes, that I'm very happy about not having to do the overnighter this year. Poor Ben with the girls there. It's a tough road trip.
Yeah, it is. Any road trip in Montana in the AA. But you used a word to describe West and Senior that usually only coaches reserve for teams from Butte, and that is scrappy. I'm surprised.
Yeah, because they run those. They run like a 1-2-2, almost half court. One of them runs like a 3/4 court. And they just fly around. They get after you. They try to trap you. Make you make some turnovers. And then offensively, they're tough. They get to the rim well. Physical bunch of boys.
So what do you guys have to do besides Caden? Who else has to step up this season for the Bengals?
Well, so we have Caden. First crew this year right now is Paige Schlepp. He's running the point for me this year, which is a new role for him. So it's going to take a little getting used to that for him. Hewitt, obviously, he's returning. Coulter Petrie stepping in this season. He's got to settle into his new position. Cale Mergel and then Dylan Chrisman. So, 3 juniors and 2 seniors in that starting position. And the biggest thing that we just need to work on is just taking care of the basketball. And obviously that's a concern when you talk about teams that are full court press and getting after you types. But it's that's what these first games are for us, to kind of learn how to handle that pressure, and hopefully we can get better every game here. Well,
you got a new kid or a kid running point guard for the first time. Game speed so much different than practice speed. It was not a perfect mixture for you guys last weekend for sure.
No, it wasn't. And you're right. It's absolutely true that, you try to simulate that game speed as much as you can, but when you got, different level kids and different intensities, you try to keep them up and talk about it. And the nice thing though is that, this week, we can bring that up. Like, so now
Yep.
Now you know that game speed. So we have to try to be at that level at all times. But it's tough.
And you've got some athletes that play other sports that understand too, especially football, that that practice speed and game speed's a little bit different too, or soccer, whatever it is. So okay, I'm going to give you some advice, and I should be giving every coach advice. So I know you guys drink water on the sidelines, right?
Right.
Okay, so here's how. This helps me when I do games. You get like a 20-ounce bottle of water. You put like 6 vitamin C cough drops in there, and then from Halls. And they soak up, but you stay lubricated and hydrated at the same time, and then you don't have to worry about spitting the cough drop out.
Interesting.
Yep.
Huh.
It helps. I actually learned that from Vin Scully, so it's a pretty good trick.
Maybe that'll help me through the fourth quarter.
Exactly. So you get a couple of bottles, you put them in before the game, you put the cough drops in, just let them dissolve, and then you've got the lubrication from the vitamin C, and then plus you're getting vitamin C, plus then the hydration for the water. So it helps all the way around.
Okay, well, I'll give that a try this weekend.
You should. I highly recommend it, especially if you lose your voice after one game. I mean, you got 2 this weekend, so they're going to need to hear you on Saturday afternoon.
That's right. Probably be all right with it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep, give it a shot.
That's good advice.
Yep. Hey, I do what I can. I'm not going to tell you how to coach a team, so I'll tell you how to keep your vocal cords working on here. I'll be the one that doesn't tell you how to coach your team.
Well, I appreciate that.
All right. Hey, Coach, good luck this weekend. Looking forward to chatting all year, and good luck to the Bengals this year.
No, thanks, sir. Have a good one.
That is Brandon Day joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All of our guests appear via the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. It's not just a bundle. It's your home, it's your auto, it's your life, it's your family. Mike understands that. Get a hold of Mike Miller State Farm in Helena. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and check in with Capital Girls coach Katie Garcin-Forba. Life without the Bartches and Hofer and others started on Friday. Capital Girls basketball team. We'll check in with her still to come. Shelby Rasmussen on the way on this day in history. And much more on the Jason Walker Show. Make sure you check out yourcustomlog.com to get your log home started from Montana Custom Log Homes. They bring us our opening segment each and every day. Family-owned and operated, veteran-owned, woman-owned, 3 divisions, milled, handcrafted, and timber frame management services for your project. And they've built as much as 30,000 square feet under the roof, or as low as about 700 square feet. So you want to check them out at yourcustomlog.com. Coming right back, Katie Garcin-Forba will join us. We'll talk Capital basketball next here on The Jason Walker Show.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laro Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarophotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarophotography.com.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show in the Major Mortgage Man Cave. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Got that table still. We love it. It's our kitchen table downstairs. My wife got it a couple of years ago at Rucker's, and it's perfect for us because we have 3 and then sometimes maybe 5 people for dinner. But what's great about it is we don't have leaves. So if we need to extend the table, it's right there in the middle. It comes out of the middle of the table. It's like an alien when that thing comes out of Sigourney Weaver's stomach. It's like, there's your leaf, and then it's there, and it's awesome. Okay, so maybe it's better than Alien, but check it out. Rucker's Furniture in Helena. Still to come, Shelby Rasmussen talking circuit finals, Chase Hawks, everything. Breakaway roping finals. It's going to be fun. But there's basketball to still talk about. By the way, football, Bobcats sold out officially. So their semifinal game, Saturday at noon, is officially sold out. That's awesome. First home semifinal game since 1984. What happened that year? Oh, yeah, they won the national championship. All right. There's basketball, too. And one of those teams playing, the Capital Girls. And Life, was it AB after Bartsch started last weekend. There's other great players for those Capital Girls teams that got some state championships. But joining us now to talk about the new girls, the new team, is none other than the head basketball coach of the Capital Girls, Katie Garcin-Forba. And she joins us now here on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All right, life without the stars started for you guys on Friday. But before we bring that up, how about Paige Bartsch, the freshman of the year, volleyball down at the Mountain West in Boise?
Yeah, that was really cool. We actually lucked out to be able to go watch her play in the Mountain West Conference Tournament in Vegas over Thanksgiving. And so to be able to see her after they had announced that award, I think it's very deserving. You know, she's still an impact player, even at the collegiate level, and she's grown up so much just as a player and a person. And yeah, that was really cool. It was a great award for her freshman year, and man, she's gonna be a terror on the court for them. You know, for Boise for the next 3 years. Yep, which is always a good thing. All right, let's talk hoops. Congratulations, Paige, but you're not a Capital. Let's talk hoops. 68-29, big victory to kick it off. Did you expect that, or or take me through Friday night? Yeah, you know, it's. I think there was, you know, some nerves associated with just going into. You don't know what to expect, especially game one. I think that goes with any start of the year, even last year with a very experienced team. You just never know what's going to happen that first game. And so I loved the energy they came out with, and I loved how excited they got for each other when somebody would make a great play. And I think that led to us, you know, being able to string a couple of runs together. And, you know, there was one time in the second half where we had 8 defensive stops in a row, which was just fantastic. And it was just solely based on their energy and enthusiasm and just being the aggressor. And so, yeah, it was a great start to just kind of see where we're at. And obviously a lot of areas we can improve on, but this team is going to start building their own identity. Offense is always a good thing, but they always say championships are won on the defensive end, whatever that cliche is, for every sport. Mm-hmm. But with that, I mean, that's 8 stops in a row is impressive at any level of basketball. Yeah, it was really cool, and we're switching up a little bit what we do on defense. We actually are a little bit more athletic in some ways, in different ways than last year's team, and so we're trying to play to those strengths. And we've got different girls that can just go out and pester the ball and speed up the offense on the other team. And we see that, then we can get out in passing lanes a little bit more effectively. And again, you know, somebody would make a great play, and the girls were excited, and they were energetic, and they were vocal, and those are all things that we just want to keep building on. Yeah, staying on that defensive end, 20 points off turnovers, that's a pretty awesome thing, too. A couple of steals I see for a couple of different girls, and like you said, it's just a different offense, and it's a different feel out there. It is. And, you know, we've got different players that can do different things. And, you know, we had 6 different players hit a 3 for us, which I'm not sure we had that happen the last couple of years, and so that just makes us a threat from multiple spots on the floor.
So Megan Swanson, 18. 16 for Miss Clarkson. Parkland Heller with a good game, especially on that defensive side, but overall well-balanced, it looked like as well.
Yeah, definitely. And, it's when we restatted the game, the stats that were posted up there, we actually had Catherine Emmert with 10 assists, which is nuts for her first varsity start as a sophomore, and she had 0 turnovers. And so, we had her just really running the offense for us and pushing tempo and being able to find people in transition to be able to get, Megan some easies and Jada some easies and stuff like that. And so I'm excited. Rachel Stacy missed the game because of an ankle injury, and she'll be a really important player for us. So I'm excited when she gets back into the mix, how she fits and, just another dimension that will give us.
Catherine Emmert, 10 assists, no turnovers. Who does she think she is? Shamrock Campbell?
Maybe she's been taking some notes. I don't know. I'll have to ask her.
That's the one of the cool names I can think of. So that throws out a lot of assists and doesn't get in turnover trouble.
Yes. Well, if we reference John Stockton, she'd have no idea who we were talking about. So we have to make it somebody a little bit more relevant.
Yeah. What do you think you are, Oscar Robertson? She'll be like, wait, what? Who's that?
What?
That is funny. It's nice that you have kids who have athletic parents.
It helps.
Yeah.
It certainly helps.
All right. Offensively, the 68 points, like you said, a really good showing. It's going to be a little bit different this week as we talk to Katie Garcin-Forba, the Capital girls coach, on the road. Down to Billings. I was just in Billings. It'll be saw MSUB and Rocky doubleheader. That was some good basketball. Wes Keller's got his team going really, really smooth right now, which is fun to see.
Definitely.
But you get to take on 2 teams that were up in Missoula over the weekend in Senior and West, and some different results. What can you take away from those 2 teams from their first 2 games?
Yeah, no, I think that, they both want to push tempo. They both like to, they're 2 very athletic teams. West obviously has some good size with their post player. And so, it's 2 different types of teams. But really for us, we have to be just disciplined and control the tempo of the game on our side of the ball, because that's going to dictate, I think, a lot of the outcome. And then, just minimize their second chances. We're going to have to win the rebounding war, being a little bit more undersized. But, we've got some athleticism that I think can help us, on the flip side of that. So really it comes down to us minimizing our own mistakes against both teams and handling their pressure, because they can get out of position at times, as they're looking to overplay. And if we can take advantage of that, then that'll lead to high percentage shots for us.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, the way your defense is playing right now, I mean, obviously it's only 1 game, but, you can force some turnovers and get some easy buckets. That definitely makes your job a little bit easier.
Yeah, definitely. Let our defense fuel our offense a little bit.
Caitlyn Grossman, Billings West, Megan Vogel, Golden Bears as well. Those are a couple of big names you're going to have to look out for. Do you play West first or Senior first?
We play West first, yeah. And, Caitlyn Grossman, I feel like she's been there a while now. She's been on their varsity, I think, all 4 years. But she's just incredibly versatile, and she's a fun player to watch. She's not as fun to have to scout against, but she's just really versatile, and she can get out, and she's long, and she does a lot of things for them to kind of make the team run.
Senior, your second game on Saturday afternoon, they put up, I think, 24 points Friday in a loss, and then come back in Lauren Cummings with 18 for the Bronx in a big win at Sentinel last week, too. So what can you take, like I asked, what can you take away from Senior, though? They scored 24, and then they put up 64.
Yeah, I think, a couple things with that. Hellgate is a very fundamentally sound defensive team, and they're long and they're athletic, and so they can make teams a little bit uncomfortable with that. I think that they were able to speed Senior up a little bit in their shot selection, and that probably helped keeping them to a lower number. I think against Sentinel they were able to push tempo a little bit more, and so that'll help. I think they're a team that we got to contain and make them play and execute in the half court. And they'll play with a ton of energy. They'll be super aggressive. And, one of the things that he does well is just have his team playing really hard and really intense. And so, I think that, Hellgate, obviously a very veteran team. They return a lot, and I think that was a big difference maker in some of that of just being a little bit more disciplined this start of the season. But senior will come out playing hard, and, they'll look to push tempo, and they'll take some quick threes, and we just got to make sure that we don't leave them open and contest everything, transition all the way down to the half court offense that they'll run.
Was there any surprises for you in the AA last week, opening weekend?
Any surprises? Not really. I think our preseason, it's nice to be able to have a preseason again, first off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that there were any major surprises for me looking at box scores and stuff like that.
Okay.
I think, there's teams that we have certain expectations of, who we expect to be near the top there. So I don't know that there was any surprises after I looked at the box scores. And I was able to watch some games on Saturday, which was kind of fun.
And then I had a question for you. Oh, what was it like to have fans in the stands?
Oh, it was incredible. We had a student section. Our student section was fantastic.
Well, I was going to say, like, parents were there last year. Students were not.
Yes.
So.
Yes. No, it was great. And there was so much energy that I think our kids fed off of. And so, no, it was awesome to see it back to a normal environment with fans and having students there and all of that. And our student section, there was a lot of them. And so that was really cool. I think that was a big difference maker for us, just to kind of be able to shake off nerves and go play.
Well, and I think, and I just thought of this, but I don't think anybody even considered that, for the last year and a half, because it was always, parents need to be there. This, we got for the kids and that are playing.
Yeah.
What was it like for them to be back out, or blah blah blah? But student section wasn't around at all last year, so I'm sure they're anxious to be at games and cutting loose a little bit too.
Oh, for sure. They've got a theme that they're going with every night that they show up in. And, the student section is really active on their social media of, like, this is what our theme is, and get everybody out there. And they were loud. They were into the game. Yeah, it was really cool. Like, they do a great job of building our players up and supporting our athletes. And I think that was one of the cool things about Friday night, was just having that back and that atmosphere back.
And then good luck this week, because you're going to be facing that exact same thing down at Senior and West this weekend. Their kids are ready to go watch some basketball too. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, safe travels. It's an overnighter too. That's kind of different.
It is. It's nice though. We look at it as postseason prep. This is how we'll approach divisionals. This is how we approach state. So it's a good thing.
Safe travels, like I said. Good luck. You'll probably have to detour through Livingston on the way down and back, because the wind over there has been brutal this week, and which is always fun. Make sure the bus doesn't. I ran out of gas coming back from Billings, a mile from the gas station in Livingston, because the headwind.
Oh, geez.
So make sure the bus has its diesel.
Good to know. I'll let our bus driver know.
There you go. Good luck. We'll talk next week. Maybe before you play a game on a Tuesday next week. So we'll figure it out.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Quick turnaround. Sounds good.
All right, Coach. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Katie Garcin-Forba joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. As basketball season is underway, and man, good luck to everybody in the state this year. I can't wait to see, especially starting in January, once those conference games really kick in too. And just remember, the season's going to go quick. Very quick. March will be here in state tournaments before we know it. Told you the Bobcat game is sold out. I did just see this come across the Twitter, and confirmed it on the, was it 511mt.net, the road. Home Stake Pass is closed from Butte to Pipestone because of heavy snow. The road is closed. The interstate is closed between Butte and Pipestone. So safe travels out there, everybody. Yeah, there's some heavy snow falling in that Butte Blackfoot area right now. Let's see, what is that's construction. But yeah, interesting stuff. We got some scattered snow roads across the state, so especially on that west, and it is moving east. So fall is here. Winter will be here next week. In fact, a week from today, right? Winter starts. And then, And of course, the high wind. Can we just be done with wind? Man, it blows. So bad. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and when we return, we'll check in with Shelby Rasmussen. What was it like being back in Vegas for the National Finals Rodeo? How did the women's breakaway championships go? And how does she look at her chances to repeat national championship for the Montana State rodeo team, and also circuit finals coming up in about a month? We'll check in with Shelby next. Jason Walker Show. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Looking at road cameras from across the state. Yeah, they look fun. So can we throw this one out? Is this McDonald Pass? Right now, that looks fun. Yep. Starting to get to be that time of the year, right? Let's see. Checking out Homestake, where the road is closed. Homestake Pass is closed right now. Pipestone west to Butte for heavy snow. Crazy. All right. Drive safe everywhere. On this day in history coming up, and the walk-off and more. But the National Finals Rodeo just wrapped up in Vegas. You got the Chase Hawks coming up this Saturday in Billings. And to talk about all of that and so much more, our fantastic friend and one of the best young ladies in the broadcasting business and in the rodeo world, and a great friend, family friend as well. Shelby Rasmussen joins us right now here on the Jason Walker Show. All right, Coach, it's been a while since we chatted, but you got the... Maybe I should put the right interview in. Hold on a second. Is this it? That's edit. Goodness. Oh, goodness. Liveness is good, right? Yep, so much fun. There it is. Now, Shelby Rasmussen on the Jason Walker Show. Well, I appreciate you joining us, Miss Rasmussen. It is always a pleasure to chat rodeo with you, but you were not just watching rodeo last week in Vegas. You actually got put to work during the Breakaway World Finals. What was that like?
Yeah, that was so awesome. I mean, it was awesome just being at that event and seeing the 15 best breakaway ropers in the world get to rope 10 calves there in Vegas. But I got to interview round winners and the world champs, and that was awesome. It was an honor and something I've always wanted to do, so it was a great way to spend those few days in Vegas. Yeah, definitely is because those are the best, like you said. And this was, what, the second year they've done the finals? Is that right? Yep, this is the second year that they've had the National Finals breakaway roping. Yep. Which is super awesome for the ladies. It gives you another event to work towards. Yes, exactly. I mean, the ladies, 2020, they had about 60 pro rodeos with breakaway roping, and this year, 2021, they had over 200 throughout the summer. And now all but one circuit finals have them, and they have a national finals breakaway roping, and it's just an awesome thing to be able to go get to compete at those big pro rodeos in another event. So have you signed your contract with the Wrangler Network for after college, or are you just still freelancing a little? Just freelancing a little bit for now, yeah. Get through one stage of life here. There you go. We're talking with Shelby Rasmussen. What was it like to be back in Vegas? Because everybody loves, I mean, that's the NFR's home. It's the PBR's home for, well, it was. But the NFR back in Vegas, it's like going back home, right? Exactly. Going back home is, I think, the best way to put it. There's nothing like Vegas, and I mean, we are very thankful that Texas was able to have the NFR last year, and we got to do it somewhere, but Vegas is home, and there's no energy like it, and nowhere else like it. Between the Thomas and Mack and just the town itself and the restaurants, the casinos, the hotels, it is the home of the NFR, and in my eyes, it will always be. How was the crowd? What did you notice most? I think everybody was so excited to be back. There was so much enthusiasm and excitement for this event, and just to be back, and especially to be back in Vegas. But to be back in a packed arena with that kind of energy, it was pretty cool to see. Shelby Rasmussen, our guest here, Mike Miller, State Farm Hotline. All right, did you guys get to do the horse this week? You get to do the run out? Okay. You thought you were done. I know, we did. Yeah, we're excited. We're leading the team out on our horses for this final game of the season. It's pretty cool to be doing it into December. Yeah, absolutely, especially this late December. So this is officially the last time that you will run your horse out, right? Yes. Okay. Yep, this is. So, yeah, pretty special. I hadn't even really thought about that, actually. Well, yeah. I mean, we thought you were done a couple of weeks ago, and then, 2 weeks ago they're in the playoffs at home, and you're in Vegas, so you couldn't be there. But, this will be, it's the semifinals, Shelby. It's cool. It's so exciting. I just saw that they just sold out again, so it'll be such a fun game. Oh, it's going to be awesome. Which horse do you ride out, Petey? I'll ride Petey. I've ridden Ice Cube as well, but I think my sister's going to ride Ice Cube, and I'll ride Petey. Okay, which is so cool. Speaking of MSU Rodeo, you have a new coach, which we've talked about for a couple of months, but he's a kind of a I mean, he makes you guys work. Yeah, I'm headed to practice right now. We practice all year
it's really exciting for us, especially those of us that made the circuit finals and are working towards things this winter and really want to stay sharp and keep our horses in shape. It's been really nice to have optional arena time and cattle and just resources to be able to keep going and keep getting better.
Yeah, no, it's great for as coach. He's doing a nice job in his first year. Of course, he inherited quite the team, especially in that women's side. You guys are national champs. You had a good fall season. You did mention circuit finals. We'll talk about that here in a second. But as you gear up for that spring season, what's the feeling like around the whole team?
It's different this year. It's always a great feeling, but it is definitely different. I think the combination of being the national champs, having a new coach, we have a lot of new support as far as sponsors. I think that's come with not only a new coach, but we're now under the athletic department. So it's definitely a year with a lot of new and exciting things, and I'm very excited for the spring season.
And you mentioned, being the national champs. Is there any pressure, or do you guys just go out and ride?
I think there is some pressure. I've always kind of felt like that after a really good year. The next year's always probably the hardest. And I think we saw that a little bit this fall, but I think overall our women's team is amazing. I think the one thing that's hard is picking 4 girls to just be on that points game. I think that's the only thing we ran into this fall is we had so many girls winning. It was just kind of a game of who to be the 4 that count on the points team, But I think we'll just go chip away this spring. I think it'll probably be better than ever because we do have this opportunity to practice all year, and I think it'll be fun to watch.
So you're going in circuit finals coming up, but you're sit second right now in the goat tying standings behind Paige for the Big Sky region, and then it's a whole lot. I mean, you and Western, Montana State and Montana Western are like the 2 best rodeo teams in the country. It appears.
Yeah, it's a fun dynamic because they are tough and they're pushing us, and that's definitely been fun to compete against them. And University of Montana Northern, they have a really good, or Montana State University Northern, they have a really good women's team too. So there's a lot of good competition in this region this year.
You almost made a big faux pas there, MSU Northern, not you.
Whoops.
Oh man. Shelby Rasmussen, our guest here, Jason Walker Show. All right, circuit finals coming up in about a month from now, up at Expo Park. We talk about the NFR moving back to Vegas, but the circuit finals are moving back home to Expo Park in Great Falls. That's exciting too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, another place like you said that's home of the circuit finals. The Great Falls it comes alive for that event, and it's sure a fun one to be at, and I'm excited to have the opportunity to get to rope that this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun getting back into that arena. What is the difference in that arena as opposed to some places you go?
I think it's just a different atmosphere. I think as difficult as January is for a lot of us competitors to have circuit finals, it gives the people of Montana and the people Falls a really great event in a time of year that there's not a lot going on. And I think that's kind of part of what makes it special. Great Falls doesn't have a ton of rodeos. Mm-hmm. And so I think a rodeo in the middle of January, it brings a lot of excitement to the city. And there's a good atmosphere in that building, and it's kind of small, but you can fit a lot of people, and it's a fun place to be, especially in the middle of winter.
Well, being inside in winter is always a good thing. All right, so you're 8th in the breakaway standings. What's it going to take to catch the top there?
My goal is to average championship. I can't win enough at the circuit finals to move into number 1 in the year end. But my goal is to win the event, to be the fastest on the 3-head there, and that's what I'm working towards now. Yeah,
Joey Williams had quite the year. over $16,000, almost $17,000. That's really good. And she was down in Vegas, though, wasn't she?
Yeah, because the $17,000 was just in our circuit, and then she ended up making the breakaway NFR and she won 3 rounds. She had the 2 fastest times at the NFR, so that was pretty exciting.
Man, you could learn a lot from her.
Yes. Oh, it's so fun to compete against people and alongside people like her.
Oh, I'm sure. And good friend from your former hometown, Sealy Salmon, in there just ahead of you, too. So, former Bobcat as well. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Celie, I've competed with Celie since I can remember, and she's always a very fun competitor to be around and compete against.
Shelby, they're moving the circuit finals from Friday, Saturday, Sunday to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so all 3 night performances. What's the difference in that, and how cool is that to have the night instead of wrapping up on a Sunday?
I think that's really nice for everyone. I think for competitors and for people watching, I think the night performances are obviously a good atmosphere. Being over Saturday, I think there's something about a Saturday night championship round, and I think that'll be very exciting.
I agree with you, because the NFR used to crown its champs on Sunday afternoons too, so it's a little different. It's just that nighttime feeling. All right, couple final quick ones for you. Chase Hawks down in Billings this week. Some of the best rough stock riders. I know you promote the world of rodeo. Why should people go down to Billings on Saturday night if they're not at the Bobcat football game?
Yeah, or after the Bobcat football game.
Well, yeah, there you go. There you go. You could, yeah.
Noon game, make the Chase Hawks. Yeah, I think I think these rodeo events, especially something like the Chase Hawks, just promote such an awesome lifestyle. And obviously all the events that are put on are great, fun events, but they also promote this Western way of life and the cowboy way of life. And I think as much as we can support that, the better.
Speaking of the WPRA, your Uncle Will named the announcer of the year from the WPRA. How cool is that for the family?
Yeah, that was so exciting. So cool. We were all so happy with him, and we hope that's not a one-time thing, and we know it'll be years to come as well.
You guys, the rodeo family, it's just awesome. And having an announcer, you guys compete, but what's it like when you're running, like at circuit finals, and Will is the announcer?
It's fun. I think sometimes we take it for granted until we get in that situation, or even when we get to the NFR and my dad's working and my Uncle Will is working and getting those awards. It's so fun, and it is just makes it such a family affair and makes it that much more special.
Can you guys adopt me?
Sure, why not?
I don't know who I want, though. I don't know if I want Will or Flint as my dad.
Good question.
Hey, appreciate it the time. I know you're headed to practice, but we'll see you Saturday. I'll be down there, and looking forward to seeing you and Paige and Petey and Ice Cube and everybody else that is going to be out there. And go Cats, right?
Yep, go Cats. Sounds great.
Man, Shelby Rasmussen is she's good. You're going to see her on TV a lot for the rest of. She's a natural and is awesome. Bobcat game sold out. It's going to be fun. You're going to have to watch on ESPN if you didn't get a ticket, but it's going to be a good time down in Bozeman. It's going to be rocking on Saturday night for football, or Saturday afternoon for football. All right, let's do On This Day in History. It is brought to you by Mountain Nutrition, 3222 Centennial Drive, Mountain Nutrition. Facebook, MTN Nutrition. Also on Instagram, MTN Nutrition MT. And, man, shakes, so good. So good. I've been doing the chocolate peanut butter Oreo, which is an amazing shake. 21 vitamins and minerals. Also boosted teas that have a metabolism booster in there, collagen as well. Many different flavors and great specials as well. Stop by Mountain Nutrition in Helena. All right, December the 14th, it is National Monkey Day today. Speaking of, my daughter loves to make monkey. She's like a monkey sound all over the place. It is awesome. Bouillabaisse Day as well. 1920, Jack Dempsey knocks out Bill Brennan in 12 for the heavyweight boxing title. 1947, the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing is founded in Daytona Beach, Florida. Happy birthday to NASCAR. Brooklyn Dodgers signed pitcher Sandy Koufax on this date, 1953. Ernie Davis was born on this date, 1939, the first black to win a Heisman Trophy back in 1961 with Syracuse. He would die a couple of years later, 1963. 1949, Bill Buckner was born. Of course, he was a great baseball player. People forget how good Bill Buckner was at first base, batting champ as well, but they all remember the Mookie Wilson error, 1986 World Series. He died a couple of years ago in Idaho. 1920, George the Gipper was born. George the Gipper, Gip. Actually, he died on this date, I'm sorry, in 1920. the Notre Dame, died of a throat infection and pneumonia. He was 25. Roger Maris died on this date of cancer in 1985. Lonis Wigger passed away on this date in 2017. The Montanan, Loma area, American competitive rifle shooter, won gold in 64, silver in 72. He was 80 when he died. And Myrna Loy died on this date in 1993. The actress from Helena was in so many great movies. Nostradamus, born on this date in 1503. Wonder if he predicted that. 1476, the inspiration for Dracula was killed in battle. Vlad III, the Impaler, was 45. George Washington died on this date, the first president of the United States. He was 67 when he passed away. On This Day in History is brought to you by Mountain Nutrition. Make sure you check in on Facebook or Instagram with your shake or your tea. You can get $1 off. MTN Nutrition Facebook, MTN Nutrition MT Instagram, 3222 Centennial Drive in Helena.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. I've been telling you about this for about a week now. I had a po' boy for the first time in my life last week. And I don't like coleslaw, but I loved the coleslaw from Cafe Zydeco. There's a spice to it, which was Cajun spice, which was fantastic. So I highly recommend, and I had the barbecued pork po' boy. So I'll be definitely going back for more. And we have some gift certificates we'll give away too. So coming up throughout the, whenever we decide. Jason Walker Show right here. So let's see, what else did we get? So tonight ESPN is airing a special starting in about a half an hour, talking to Bubba Wallace. And he is talking about the hate crime. Like Bubba Smollett, basically, like Jussie Smollett. He faked, the FBI proved that it was not, at Talladega, was not a hate crime, it was not a noose, but ESPN is still promoting that hoax by talking to Bubba Wallace tonight. It's crazy. But, so you can watch or not watch. Probably won't. But anyway. Expect some snow later. Hey, we had fun today. Shelby Rasmussen, Brandon Day, Katie Garcin-Forba, thank you all for joining us today. Tomorrow, we'll talk to Alex Eshelman. That's what she said. Cat playoff game semifinals coming up on Saturday. And so we'll talk to Alex. That's what she said tomorrow. And Brian Buschini will join us, the former Grizz punter, FCS punter of the year, who's now headed to Nebraska officially. Made that announcement today. Brian joins us tomorrow. Well, it'll be fun. If you missed anything, go to jasonwalkershow.com. We'll do it again tomorrow, 4 o'clock. Make sure you tune in. Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. Montana State Law says it's your vehicle, it's your choice. Where you have it repaired, choose Capital Collision Center. See you tomorrow, 4 o'clock, Jason Walker Show.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.